Alright. I got myself a ECX barrage. I think it is 1/9 scale or something. Yeah, 1/9 scale. Something like that. But, I already went ahead and did some modifications to it, and pretty well. It's a little greasy right now. You grease up the motor. What I do with the motor is use liquid wrench and, spray right in there and back here. Keep the motor nice and fresh and healthy. Like in a good shape. And, I keep that. A lot of people go by the instructions and just put everything where they're supposed to be. I don't really want, like, the battery tray back here. It just, or up here. I meant up here, but I don't really like it up here because it's, like the front, I had the shocks, like, real low. It's a lot easier to push down the front shocks instead of the back. So, when you put the battery up here, it just brings the whole front down, like that. So, I moved the battery tray right about there. Haven't given me any issues about it yet. This wire for a light bar. Just bring that up. Everything's really greasy right now, and you wipe it all down. But I took out the little tab for this. Well, this one's in nickel metal. I'm going to get me a lipo here in a minute. Here in a little while, but right now it's on nickel metal. But there's another one that goes right there. So for the one without the thing, is forward, reverse, or forward, brake, reverse. And let me plug in the battery. It's like really kind of hard to do with this one hand. It's just really it just makes it like if you're gonna drive it around your house or something, it's just like a little bit more funner. Where'd the wire go? Yeah, right here. It's just fun. It doesn't have that drag on it either. And hold on, I'm gonna set you down. There. Well, it's just different drags and all that. And so it just like doesn't having drag at all. So once I do that, and I get this guy. Camera focus on it. Well, focus. Alright, whatever. Well, I'm gonna put on, see, forward and reverse. I think that one had drag as well. Or doesn't have drag. I don't know. I forgot what that was. So turn off. Turn on. Yeah, I got drag on there. Yeah, so that got hard drag. In the crawler mode, I have some issues with that sometimes. So whenever I put on crawl, it says crawl right there, should say. Yeah, right there, crawl mode. I'm gonna put that in. I gotta turn it off. Here. It'll go reverse sometimes, so. See, it won't go reverse at all. So I have to turn it off, turn it back on a couple times. Still won't go in reverse. Unplug it. and plug it back in. If I get in there and turn it back in, it should work this time. Well, a lot of times doesn't work. Like right now, it's not. Oh, my light fell out. And yeah, it's just aggravating. So when I pull it out, it still won't work. I think. So we gotta turn it off, turn it back on, and hopefully it'll work this time. It's just a slower, more steadier. There we go. It doesn't have that much drag on it either. That's another thing too. Really, I'll say that one, the chrome mode right there. If I can focus it. I'm using my cell phone right now, so doesn't matter. The other mode, I like that one better than most. So, and as you can see outside, it's snowing currently. And, I snapped an axle right there. Because it's so cold, and I don't know if it, I don't know if it was cast iron or really cheap aluminum, but it's broke like it was nothing. And I get it, your cars are not really that tough to go in the snow, especially this one, but I had no problem so far except that. Hold on. This axle right here. I tried to super glue it. It didn't work that well, but it looks like it's well, anyways, it's a real cheap metal, I feel like. Not good either, it's just real cheapy. So, anyways, with that, they're swapping that a little bit. Oh, I just need to tighten that tire, that's all. I do that a lot with a lot of cars when I take off the tires. Well, anyways, it's an awesome truck, like, really awesome. Oh, I also did a couple more modifications to it. Forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, I just lowered these down in the front so I can get more height. Because before, more travel, before it was like... Here, let me turn off the thing. Lights, they're blinding. Lights are awesome, too. Before, it was like that. More like that right there. And so once I lift the shocks up, it came right up, like, got a lot of travel in it too. I'm also thinking I'm gonna get some bigger shocks in the back. So I had a issue with the shocks already. That they're normally not going up and down as well as that. Like, compare to this. This is just... it's using the front. Not using the rear at all. So, I'm gonna give me some better shocks. Longer shocks. So I get more travel in that. Oh, also, the thing likes to do wheelies sometimes when you go reverse real quickly and then go forward. It does wheelies, and so when I did that, I think it was the second time I did that, I broke that piece right there. So I took one of my A-arm links travel thing, I forgot what it's called. I drilled it in there and it worked pretty good. There haven't been any issues. Does bottom out right there. Right there, so. Also, another thing, people, don't do what I did last time. I took the front tires and zip tied them to the rear, see if I can make dualies out of them, and put one of my other tires on the front. And I literally destroyed the inside of the diff. So, say, this is the diff plate, right? This is the diff plate. See that little hole? It's not really a circle. It's not a circle at all, actually. It's just one big, like, oval-like shape. But it's a lot sharper. So what happened, and there, dualies, lock, equal power, power plus dualies plus not tough differential equals this part to round out on both sides, like super easily. I was going out in the snow doing it just fine, because the snow was so slick it was just slipping. But then I went in the carpet and then I got the real problems. So I fixed that by drilling some holes through. I don't like the light. Drilling some holes through the thing right there, through the aluminum axle shaft, and put a pin right through it, like that. So it locks it in there. I will still be buying the new diff, but as soon as this breaks, I'm going to replace it with a new diff. I'm currently ordering a brushless. It's on the way right now. Should be here like tomorrow, today, kind of deal. A brushless 1/16 scale brushless motor, and I get it. It's stupid. I shouldn't be buying it because the transmission is junk, like really junk. So I already bought it, but I'm also thinking about buying a 1/10 scale axial transmission and shove it in here. It will work. I've seen people doing it before. I forgot his name. I think it's Hillbilly RC. He might have done the same thing. And it's actually pretty smart what he did. It was like perfect and fits in there. He just had to switch out. He had to switch out this whole plate right here. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm literally gonna make my own holes and stuff. If I can't, then I'm gonna make an aluminum one of these plates. And yeah. Also, see, now it won't do it. The crawler mode won't stay in reverse. It'll go only forward. Grab both of those. Oh yeah, turn this off. Turn it back on. There. I had lots of drag, which is not one of my favorites, but if you're gonna be crawling, that's what I recommend. The first two, not the last two. But anything else, this is like amazing crawler. I always wanted a crawler. This is my second crawler. I had a trail finder when I was 14. I was 13 years old. I bought me a trail finder. The guy had no clue about it at all, and neither did I. I thought it was just a G-made sawback chassis, and it was absolutely hideous looking. It was just gunk all over on the chassis, like you would put stickers on it, and you peel the sticker, and the sticker would leave that shit on the side. It's like that shit all over on the side of it. I don't know what he did. And then it was some fucking beefy axles in the back, like pure metal axle, and sure enough, I was dumb. I sold it, and a week later, I found out it was a freaking Trail Finder chassis, one of the first original model chassis. And I'm looking up online; they're selling them for $100, rolling chassis, just without the motors and all that, entire just the frame and suspension links and all that. And they're selling them for $150 easily. And like, kind of mad at myself, but lesson learned: do some research before you do anything. And I should have done a little more research on this, but I've done so much research on this already. Like, I never owned another crawler except this one. The first one I never really got to drive it because that kept falling apart. Like, all the links and everything started falling apart. Oh, PS2. I made my own leaf springs on that, what do you call it, Trail Finder too. I made my own little leaf spring. What I did, I took the lawnmower, there's a coil spring in there, in the lawnmower pull start. And so I took those and I measured them all out. The whole rear axle leaf spring and the front axle was linked. Looks a little dumb for a minute, but so what, whatever. And I had to sell it because I didn't think I was going to do anything with it. I had transmission was amazing too. It was all aluminum transmission. I was just really dumb to sell that. If I kept it today, I'd be making a video on that instead of this, but I didn't. So, oh, P.S. This was the Trail Finder build kit too. So, you guys might have been thinking like, why are the shocks on the outside? How do you get that? Well, I bought the build kit, not the ready to go.